Hi, my name's Traci Swingley. I am 47 years old and from Harrisburg. When I was 42, I guess, I started noticing walking in from the parking lot into the building for work or going up and down stairs at home that I felt some heaviness on my chest. Not necessarily short of breath, it just felt like something was pushing on my chest. So I went to the emergency room actually. They told me it was just some inflammation. Over-the-counter ibuprofen, so on and so forth. It should go away in a couple weeks. It didn't go away. I went to my doctor's office. They read the notes from the hospital and agreed it was the same thing, and put me on steroids to help with the inflammation. It got worse, it was shorter distances, made it worse. And I went to my daughter's basketball game one day with a friend, and she saw how bad I looked or how bad I felt once we got into the basketball game, and we forgot something, and she was like, I'll go to the car and get it, and then after that game she's like, you need to make another doctor's appointment. So I went back to my original doctor's office and saw somebody different. She said, well, based on your age, I doubt it's your heart, but I have nothing else to go for right now, so that's what we're going to do. And the last test that would have possibly showed anything, which was a heart catheter, and that's when they woke me up from that, they basically said 2 clogged arteries. My main artery was clogged 99%. They call it the widowmaker, and basically was a walking heart attack waiting to happen. My daughter was actually at college. I had to let her know, but I didn't minimize it, but I didn't over explain everything either, because I didn't want her to worry, because she had school and she was on basketball scholarship, so I didn't want her to come home because my son was there when I came out of surgery. And you see how out of it somebody is, all the tubes. He was a little upset. I think they were scared. I mean, they lived with me all their life, single parents, so they were probably thinking, what if? While I was scared, I was glad they found something and I wasn't crazy for feeling the way I was feeling, because I started to just think, am I really out of shape? Like, what am I doing wrong? It was very weird to think that at any given time, something really extremely bad could have happened because of it. And I think we're learning as time goes on that nobody's too young for anything to happen to them. I mean, we see a lot of high school kids, that have heart attacks or, brain aneurysms, things like that nobody would think would ever happen to somebody that age. So no matter what anybody else says, even if they're professionals and they went to school for years, listen to your own body. If you think something's wrong, just continue to push forward, even if you have to see several different people. And don't ignore it because you feel like you have to take care of everybody else, because if you're not here, you're not able to take care of everybody else. Is probably one of the biggest things that women don't think about, unfortunately. Well, I don't know, it's a 1.5 years after my incident. My oldest son had an accident. He's pretty much, homebound and bedbound from his accident. He's paralyzed on his left side. I have to take care of him now. Had I not been here, he could have just been at a facility. I think he would have been a lot more scared and not knowing what was going on, had I not been around to help out. So grateful for that. I would say between this event and what happened with my son, I definitely, I don't worry about the small things anymore. There's a bigger picture out there in taking care of yourself and your family and your health versus, worrying about, silly example, but are the dishes done before you go to bed, or is the grass need mowed 2 days ago versus whenever you can get to it. Those kind of things, they used to worry me to death. Now are just, I just put those behind me because there's bigger things to worry about. So I want to be here for my kids forever. Like, that's one of the things you think about the most, like what's going to happen to them if I wouldn't have come out of that surgery or whatever. So yeah, definitely want to be here for the long haul.